Another Piston that was linked to Boston, it's Jerami Grant.
What school did Jerami Grant go to, Kwani? Do you know that?
We're not about to do this right now. We're not doing this right now. I'm asking a question.
That orange school with the orange mascot, with the Minute Maid mascot?
Don't encourage him. But with that being said, what do you think it would take for the Boston Celtics to get him?
I believe that Boston has offered multiple firsts for him. What multiple means, it could be 2, it could be 3. I don't think, and Troy, I reported it last week, and Troy, we just got off a Zoom with Troy Weaver, the Pistons GM, and he basically said there are guys that are going to be here for a while, but he said no one is untouchable. And that's obviously, as you guys know, like there's a price for every single player in the league, even LeBron. There is a price. It's just whether you're willing to go there. I don't think Jerami Grant is on another team starting in April. Boston seems like a team that is very, very, very desperate to get him. I mean, even when the Pistons and Celtics last played, the Celtics' broadcast was throwing out what sounded like stuff that came like Ainge was sitting behind them. Tell the people I offered 3 firsts for Jerami, because it was just like that.
It's so obvious.
So yeah, it was so weird. I don't think Jerami goes anywhere. He stands for what the Pistons are trying to do from a culture perspective, from a on the court perspective. They're a young team rebuilding, and hey, you see your teammate over there, Jerami Grant, who in year 7 is playing at an all-star level. This is what happens when you grind and you play hard and you take the most of your opportunities. So again, like Troy said, never say never. I don't think there is a team is willing to go to where it takes to get Jerami from Detroit, given his relationship with Troy and what Jerami wanted. I wrote the story in January that he wanted to, aside from taking on a bigger role, he wanted to play in a black city with a black GM that he knew well and a black coach. And love Boston. Love my people in Boston. That ain't Detroit.
Not at all. Yeah. Far from it.
No, not even close. And the other thing too, and I think you reported on this as well, was that the money that he took from Detroit was the same as he would have got if he stayed. Exactly. And when you are making that type of decision, and the success that he had in his previous destination already had a defined role with a really good team, to decide that you want to, uproot yourself and go elsewhere. I mean, it says a lot about your confidence in yourself, and it also says a lot about where your focus is at, what you're looking for in that next part of your narrative, whatever that's going to be. I love Jerami Grant. I mean, I love his story, and it's not just because he went to Syracuse. That's as Kwani knows. Oh, Kwani, stop with the eye roll. You better stop with the eye roll. You will better stop with the eye roll, girl.
I can't say anything because last time my school and your school met, Izzo couldn't figure out how to beat a 1-3-1 zone after watching it and scouting it for 20 years. So I'm going to keep quiet.
Dude, we there are no tricks of the trade. This is what we do. Beat it if you can. If you can't, shame on you.
That made it hurt.
But Jerami's a good player, man. He does a lot of the things that you really ideally want. But I think that ultimately Troy's asking price, and I don't think Troy has an asking price per se. I think Troy's just going to be like, what else you got? What else you got? As opposed to, I want this. Exactly. I just don't think the Celtics are going to be able to meet that. And I understand that. Because Jerami, to be frank, I love the role that he's in Detroit. I mean, I think he's going to be a guy that if they're competing for a championship or deep playoff run or something like that, Jerami's probably your second or third best player.